Hello everybody, my name is Markus Stegmaier and this is the fifth part of the interview series Single Question with Dr. Vijay Shankar. Hello Dr. Shankar.
Hello Markus.
During the last month after we began with these interviews, many people have sent emails to me and I would like to read one of them, a part of it, with a question for today. I will read it once and maybe once again very slowly. So he's writing, I really understand what Dr. Shankar is saying, and it rings true for me. Yet I frequently forget the reality he's pointing to and get caught up in the illusion. So my single question is, why is it so damn hard to live life as it is instead of thinking life?
Okay. I would like to make myself clear that I never point to the reality. I always point to the illusory because only the illusory can be pointed at. Nobody can point to the reality because the reality can never be known. The moment man talks about reality and points to a reality, it's again an illusory concept of reality, not reality as reality. Reality is light. Nobody can point towards that light because you are separate. The pointer is always separate from that light. He is an ego. He thinks he can know, he thinks he can do that. He is a knowledgeable man who points to reality. He is not an enlightened man who points to reality. An enlightened man will only point to the illusory and never to the reality. He points to the illusory and making explain that why it is illusory. The moment man understands the illusory totally, he understands everything as being illusory. The reality reveals itself. There is no need to point to the reality. The point is, man hasn't understood clearly what the illusory is. And the second question was, why is it so damn difficult to live life? Now, this is a question which is normally asked by many people. I understand the difficulty people have. Now, the question I would like to ask the gentleman is, what is his proof that it is difficult to live life? What is his proof? What is his proof that he is living life? What is his proof that it is difficult to live life? Life, the mind can never know. The mind can never know life. So how would it be difficult for him to live life? It is difficult for him to live his mind, not life. It is difficult for him to live his mind, meaning it is difficult for him to make his mind come true. It cannot. He can never make his mind come true. Mind will be illusory itself, no matter what concept you will have. Therefore, life is not mine. It is never difficult to live life because life is being lived for you every moment. You don't have to do anything in the mind, or the mind need not have to do anything for it to live. Living happens every moment, and the mind doesn't know the moment when life happens. Life is much faster than the mind. Life will flow the way it will flow. It is flowing from the very time man has come to know something called life. Life will flow so fast. It will sophisticate so fast. It will evolve so fast. There's no time for the mind to catch that evolution, to catch that sophistication. He is lost in his own mind. That man, the gentleman who wrote that question he is finding difficult to live his mind, not life. Life is lived for every man. I told you, life is very precise. Just as every sound is precise, every birth is precise, every death is precise, and every action is precise, every moment is precise. So everything happens in precision. Where can be any difficulty? The difficulty arises when you want the precision to go according to you what you say. When you want the precision to go according to what your mind says is precision. The mind says everything it wants to be done precisely as what it believes. Who said that life will dictate terms to anybody, least of all the mind? Mind can never expect its precision to manifest in life. For the simple reason, the mind does not bring about evolution, nor sophistication, nor the moment in which the precision exists. Precision which exists for the mind is in time. That is the precision of the mind. That whatever precision is in time for the mind is life. Life is in time for the mind, whereas life for the wise is timeless and thoughtless. That is the precision of life for a wise man. A wise man's life is timeless and thoughtless. A man who finds difficulty to live life finds life in time, in mind. That's why the difficulty arises the moment man sinks into time. When time becomes reality, he'll expect the reality to be pointed out. As long as man resides in time, expects in time, believes in time, thinks time to be real, he'll expect the reality to be pointed out. And who asks the reality to be pointed out? It's just the ego. How will the ego know what is reality? The ego will know what is time and what's the concept of reality in time. Reality for the ego is objects, action, words and thoughts. None of this is true. Every thought is a wonder of the world. Every word is a wonder of the world. Every action is a wonder of the world. Every touch is a wonder of the world. It's a wonder which happens and man says he does it in time. All those are illusory thoughts, labels, knowledge which has evolved and sophisticated in a knowledgeable man's head, mind. That is what a man finds it difficult to live life. It is so simple to live life because life is lived for man. Man does not make life, life is made for man. Man does not live life, life is lived for man. The moment man understands that life is lived for him, he will realize how simple it is to live life. It becomes difficult when you have your own expectations of how your life should be. You cannot expect how a life should be when you cannot determine how a moment should be. If you determine how your life should be, then it should be very clear that you can make the moment in which that life can be. Man can never make the moment in which his life could be the way it wants it to be. Life will be the way it's meant to be. And life will be the way it's meant to be everywhere. You cannot dictate terms to life. Life has variety, life has magnanimity, life has so much of spice in it. That is life. Color, sound, light, movement, everybody moving. You rejoice it. Be happy that you can see. Be grateful that you can hear. Be grateful that you can touch, you can smell, you can taste. How much more easier can life be? You can do all these things without the ego doing anything about it. No matter whatever life you want, you got to see, you got to hear, you got to smell, you got to touch. It's all happening right here. Life is happening to everybody in a way it's meant to happen. Precisely. Magnanimously. Man has to be grateful for it and appreciate the magnanimity of life instead of judging, instead of expecting. Man judges. That is why he finds it difficult to live life. If man watches life, it will be easy to live life. Man does not watch life. Man judges life. And what's he judging? He thinks he's judging life, but actually he's judging his own mind. Right or wrong, or bad or good. He's lost in his mind of illusory words and labels. That is why that gentleman finds it hard, finds it difficult to live life. Actually, it's very simple to live life because there's no way to live life because life is already lived for you. There's no need for you even to search a way for it. Life is lived for you the way you meant to live. Does man know where he'll put his next step? Anywhere, any day, any moment? That is a precision of life. Where your step will be, the step will be precisely in the place where it's meant to be. When such is the precision of life, how could life be difficult to live? Life is so simple because it's lived for you. Life decides where you will put your next feet. Life decides what word you will speak. Life decides what thought you will have. Life decides what food will get into your mouth, what fluid will get into your mouth. Life decides what friends you will have. Life decides what wife you will have, what children you have. Do you have any count of it? Do you have any enumeration? Do you have any protocol of what you should want, what you should have? No. Everything what you need comes to you. Everything what you have, it comes to you. Everything precisely. Just because man thinks in his mind he should have what he should have, because he feels he deserves it. But what is his proof that he deserves it? What is deserves this is already given to him. That is life. That's what he deserves. Life which he can see, life which he can hear, life which he can touch, life which he can smell, life which he can taste. Everything happens precisely. When the moment the man understands life happens very precisely, everything happens precisely, then he'll find it very so simple to live life and not difficult at all. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.